Hey guys, uh, we had a request and it's kind of developing into something. So the request was for 10Q review. So we did that. And it was like, oh, it's just kind of lost, right? These players are lost. Then what I did is I went up to 7Q. It's like, what's the difference? What are we seeing differently? So 10Qs, they had no concept of weak groups, which is the key in Go, strong and weak groups. Then we went up to the 7Qs. All of a sudden, they're paying attention. They're fixing this, they're fixing that. Ooh, that's a big difference. But they were fixing things that didn't need fixing. They saw a weakness and didn't realize it wasn't really a weakness. Playing way too close to thickness, getting in trouble. So clearly better. So I thought, well, next, let's come up to the 4Q level and see this evolution of Go. So here we are. I just took this off the active games list. I have not yet seen the game. I just pulled it off thinking whatever. Okay. Empty corners. That's fine. It's perfectly good. Big move. Okay, we understand. Okay, understandable. A little bit old style. So let's look. Empty corner, biggest, wherever we are in the empty corner. Well, what about this one? Smaller, but certainly big enough. And now black plays in the empty corner. The biggest move. Oh, he didn't. He started something. Okay. So it's one thing to make a small change. Then it gets worse. Then it gets worse. Um, so let's look at the bottom left. The biggest corner would be empty. What's next now? There's no empty ones. Next biggest is a corner with only one stone in it. Okay. What's next? A corner with only one stone in it. Well, there's three to choose from. What's next? Well, biggest would be to find a corner with only one stone in it, some other corner, however that's going to be. Or you can think about defending and then white's. So the point is that here we are, there's two stones in this corner, and we're going to add a third before one of the corners have even been played in. So we're getting off script is all I'm saying. It's the moves are getting smaller while there are big moves left. White's job is to settle. White gets out. It's very tricky, Joseki, old style Joseki. Yep. Oh. Yikes. Okay. We saw the 10Qs. At this point, they would do whatever. They would play whatever. They have some strange thought. Then we saw the 7Qs, and they're fixing their weakness. 4Qs, what do we see? White has problems. Complete ignore, like the 10Q. So White's trying to get fancy. I'm going to get fancy. I'm going to let you attack me because I have other things to do. Well, this 4Q, when he gets up to 1Q, 1 dawn, he's like, what was I thinking? You get this a lot from 1Q, 1 dawn. What was I thinking? It's so simple. Just defend. And I've heard this 1 dawn thing. It's like every 1 dawn that gets there. It's so simple. You just play the big move and then you defend yourself. What's the problem? Now I'm 1 dawn. So that's what this would be, is probably, how about Atari and fix. And now black surrounded in the corner. That's a problem. Black stone, single stone on the left is a problem. White's doing great. Okay, white plays away. Black has a few choices. I'd like to kill something. Okay, defend, good. Defend, and then play away. That's fine. I don't like that my corner's surrounded and my single stone separate. So I think that comes first. There's something important going on, but I am glad to see that he's playing in a big area. Okay. Oh, is everyone settling? Good. Settle. Not settling. First, white does not have two eyes. So white's job is to extend. Now we have that base. Oh, but we're playing a sente move. Actually, it's not sente. You have to defend, and then you don't have two eyes. But we see that white is, with this white move, white's trying to settle the group. It sure looks like that's what he's doing. Now what? Well, either defend that stone or make your base, right? No, I'm going to ignore all that happened, and I'm going to go start over here. Now, this happens seems to me to be a great move, but I wouldn't play it until my other group was healthy. Wow, and then he leaves. Wow. So what do we see? We see 4Qs being a crazy 7Q. 7Q started to get it. 4Q, oh, I get it. I just want to be tricky about it. No, play strong. Get your group strong. I mean, it worked. It worked. Black is totally separated. Wow. This is magnificent. Play away to the corner. Well, first of all, this corner is bigger. Second, defending your group is bigger on the left. So there's a lot to do, and they're ignoring. Okay, it's not good, but not good, but we'll do it. Okay, black did something big. The situation that could have been terrible, now it's okay. Did he finish? We were in the middle of the A situation. He finished enough. He can kill that cornerstone if he wants or extend. So that's me eye for health. This or that, he's healthy. So come back to the next important thing. Okay, black just did a nice flow. Finish the situation, get back to an urgent area. That's good. 7Q wouldn't do that. The 10Q wouldn't do that. Okay. Defend is ridiculous. Yeah, this is fine. I see nothing collapsing. Make sure it's dead. Now black has to think. If I let white cut me, what's going to happen? Well, seeing as how black's out and white can't get out, then black wins the battle. So white plays here. We don't need to fix that for our health. We might decide that this is just too big on the outside, which I don't think is true necessarily. Let's see what black does. Fixes when he doesn't need to. But it's not a bad idea for various reasons. It's not a bad move. He fixed his weakness. We saw the 10Q didn't do it, 7Q did it. Play away. Okay. This is something 4Qs don't get, right? White's trying to do stuff. Okay. But it's kind of a battle A stones versus the B stones. For instance, this is a crane's nest, and black just dies if he doesn't respond. If black ignores, he's dead. So that's a big move. We've got white's cut. That's bad, and we could hurt the center badly. What else? We can attack this group that never got settled. There are important things going on, and this white move is big, but has no importance. So, and there's one of the proverbs, urgent before big. Personally, I live and die by the proverbs and quotes and things people said. It will help me see the game clearly. So urgent before big. This is big, but not at all urgent. Yeah. If, let's say black does nothing and white says, you fool, great, now I'm alive. So it's not like he's hurting. So this is really a big move. Well, there's urgent things going on. Not Sente. This is one of the smaller areas on the board, double gote. Finally, a big move. Still, urgent's bigger. Black doesn't want white getting a center. Yeah. So we're seeing some 4Q play, right? White comes nearby. Black says, I want that area. Okay, that all makes sense. We won't talk about what's better or is it good, but rather it makes sense. Okay. Black says, time to come in. Okay. Should be able to live it. There's better ways, but this is fine. Oh, so now we have this killing thing. Yeah, this is all awkward. Yeah, tons of awkward stuff. But black said, I want to live in the corner. Black lived in the corner. White got a big outside. Reasonable, rational stuff. White gets a free move. This is absolute Sente. And this also defends the left side well. All right, look at that left side for white. No more weakness, just big area. So this is not urgent, just big. This is endgame. Black's gaining 2-3 points in gote. Yeah, super small. So the 4Q doesn't have a sense of what's big, what's small, what's urgent. That's like not happening in his mind. So what level would you have to be to see that the A group doesn't have a base? And that the B stones, that's 3 lonely stones that we can just cut and mess with. If we asked this 4-Don player, do you see those 3 B stones? You could cut them and they're really awkward. Yeah. But he doesn't see the meaning. You ask him, you see that A group, does it have a base yet? Well, not really, no. But he didn't ask himself the question. It's not something he took time to notice. So that's how he's going to get to 1-Dons. Going, wait a minute. That A group is far from home, doesn't have a base, and that's a big area. So I can take all that away in Sente. Wow, that's huge. Well, this is a tiny bit of points in gote. Big difference. Now, he might be thinking things like the A stones versus the B stones. Well, B has a foothold in the corner. It can live. The A stones only have 3 liberties. It's just not a comparable fight. Comparable? New word. Okay, so we saw some stuff. White defends, thank you very much. Under, okay. Out into the center, okay. Yeah, good. Little bit advanced there. 7Q, if he's going to see this, he's going to play this way, which gives white extra strength so he can go do something else. This 4Q says, I'll just fix and not allow white another move there. So that's advanced. And now we're basically in endgame. In this case, I would think that the center's bigger than this, but that's a whole nother deal. Okay, I thought it might be interesting to see how do the 10Qs play, how do the 7Qs play, and now we're down to 4Qs. They're understanding a lot more, but they're really ignoring urgent areas, bigger areas, things like that. And we might do the same thing with some 1Qs or 1 downs in a minute. Okay, hope that was helpful. Catch you later.